a class full of athletes, I'm sure that you have all at one point or another faced the situation where you're sitting on the sidelines watching your teammates play because you're injured. But have you ever had an injury that prevented you from even going to the games and cheering on your team? What about an injury that prevented you from doing everyday activities like watching TV or hanging out with your friends, doing your homework? Well, that's exactly what happened to me my junior year in high school. After I suffered 3 concussions in the span of a month, I was forced into a situation called cocoon therapy, where you're basically sequestered into a dark room and expected to stay in there until your brain can handle the stimuluses that come with going outside of it. I was only expecting to be in there for maybe a couple days, a couple weeks, but it ended up being several months. Throughout that time, I visited countless amounts of doctors. I saw concussion specialists, neurologists, physiotherapists, acupuncturists, even a Reiki specialist. I can't even remember all the different names, ironically. But in the end, all I really needed was time. After 6 months, I was able to visit with a tutor for a couple hours a day and get caught back up on schoolwork so that I could go back to school. By the end of my junior year, I was going to half days at school, and over the summer, I completed summer classes so that I was able to graduate with my class in the spring. One of the greatest things that I took out of this experience was the importance of maintaining a positive attitude. It's really hard to stay positive when you're in a situation like mine, where you're sitting in a dark room all day pondering life, and you're filled with such frustration and negativity because you can't go outside that dark room. But once I realized that that wasn't really going to help me being negative and anxious, I realized that being positive was going to help me get to the end of the tunnel. So now I carry around a positive attitude with me. I'm here at the University of Michigan. I am fully recovered, and I participate in a wide variety of activities, from MRun to Shea Fashion Magazine. I could not have done so without the positive outlook that I carry around with me everywhere. I got a tattoo of a sun to constantly remind me to stay positive and to look for the light at the end of the tunnel.